Robert Wexler is on Fox and Friends. Robert Wexler, of course, is the man who introduced some impeachment proceedings against the president, who's been very strong, and he's, written a book called A Firebrand Liberal. We're going to have him on the show, I believe, next week, and he's been one of the few strong Democrats that we're looking for, and strong liberals. And he goes on Fox and Friends, and at first they question him. They're like, what are you, a liberal? He's like, yeah, I am. And here's why it's great. And I loved it already. Now we're going to get into the second part of the interview where Fox and Friends can't take it anymore. I mean, this Wexler guy with his liberalism is outrageous, right? As you watch this, keep thinking about how Fox pretends to be fair and balanced and refuses to say they're conservative. As you listen to the two guys do the questioning, it's comical. Here we go.
And moving forward, how then can you want to move forward with impeaching the president and the vice president? That I don't understand. You know it's not going to pass. You know it's divisive. So why?
Because there has been a systematic abuse of their power in office.
But you know it's not going to pass.
This isn't a mild abuse. We're talking about the ordering of illegal torture. We're talking about outing a CIA covert agent. We're talking about manipulating intelligence.
All that great information that thwarted all those attacks. They just want to get rid of that right away.
No. There's a proper way to do this. We can protect America while at the same time honoring the liberties in our Constitution. You don't have to just do one and discard the other.
Okay, so how do you do that? You do, for Khalid Sheikh Mohammed goes in and says, Khalid, when you wake up, if you have time, if you could tell me what Al-Qaeda's planning, we'll be in the other room?
No. For more than 200 years, we've had a system of justice in this country that has worked remarkably well.
How long has Al-Qaeda been a threat?
For about a dozen years.
Right, and how effective have we been in stopping that threat over the last 7 years?
Not nearly enough. That's why
how many attacks have been here at home?
Thank goodness nothing after 9/11.
Khalid Sheikh Mohammed said after he was arrested, I will not say a word until I get to New York and see my lawyer, like my nephew Ramzi Youssef. If that happened, we would have been attacked multiple times by independent CIA experts.
I do not believe that following our Constitution in any way jeopardizes your or mine safety. Just the opposite. It is the liberties that are enshrined in our Constitution that makes our country strong and great.
God bless Robert.
Congressman,
I give him a C minus, though.
You give him a C minus?
I give him a C minus because you got to bring the fight to these guys. That as soon as that guy started saying that, you'd coddle Khalid Sheikh Mohammed or whatever it was, I would have looked him in the eye and I would have said, you don't like our Constitution. You don't love our freedoms. Our freedoms protected us against the Soviet threat for 60 years. We didn't have to sacrifice our rights to do it. And here you're willing to cave in the most – when we had 10,000 nuclear warheads pointed at us, we protected our Constitution. Here, cowards like you are willing to sacrifice that for an even lesser threat. I'm ashamed of you. You're not a good American.
I'd like to say two things. One is, did you get a sense that those questions were fair and balanced?
Of course. It's Fox News.
Come on. Now, here's the thing. If they just admitted they were conservative and a propaganda outlet or whatever if they just said, look, all we do is talk shows that are conservative. They don't have to say they're propaganda. But we're conservative, right? Then I would say those questions are totally fair.
Are these guys supposed to be news people?
They're supposed to be news people in the mornings.
I didn't realize that. The dude with the bad hairpiece, too?
Yeah,
okay.
Okay, so that part is complicated. Now, returning to what RJ said, look, you're telling me that we beat the Nazis, we beat the Soviets, we beat everybody in the history of worldkind, but we can't lose but we have to change our Constitution and what we actually stand for because of a couple of guys hiding in a cave in Pakistan, right? I mean, it's outrageous. And then Bert and Ernie says, Ernie wasn't there that day, he had a fill-in. Bert says, hey, how long have we been fighting Al-Qaeda? And Wexler says 12 years. And how many times have we been attacked in the past 7 years? Wait, what happened? You asked them 12 years, right? 12 years. How many times have we been attacked? Plenty. And the biggest one was on Bush's watch. It's called 9/11. I know because you guys remind me of it every day, but it happened on Bush's watch.
And the other thing I would add to that, by the way, is do you guys read the State Department terrorism alerts? Terrorism is up 250% since 9/11 worldwide. Terrorists are in triumphant mode because of your guy and his misplaced wars.
And our own intelligence tells us that Al-Qaeda has never been stronger. There's another report out today in the New York Times about how they have regrouped in Pakistan, that they're stronger than they were before 9/11 because of Bush's strategies. And Bert is to tell me that we have to give up our Constitution and our rights to succumb to al-Qaeda because that's the only way we can protect ourselves, and that's the only way we haven't been attacked. Oh, yeah, except 9/11, right? Which, by the way, Bush had ample warnings on, and there are reports out, many credible reports saying that he ordered the warrantless wiretapping before 9/11, and apparently it didn't work.